Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to Monty Studio, the home of killer cars. We've brought a couple of cars in for you today. We've got our good friend here, Jim Peters, with his 1967 big block Corvette. Welcome, Jim.
Pleased to be here.
Thank you for coming along.
You're welcome.
Thanks for bringing your exquisite car. So for me, this is one of my favourite cars, and probably for a lot of people. I mean, it's, you know, American muscle at its absolute best.
It's okay.
It's okay? It's okay. What a great car. So big block, awesome colour. Colour is Goodwood green?
Goodwood green.
Goodwood green. So it's probably one of the hero colours of that particular year, 67. Yeah.
67 Goodwood green was the flavour of the month.
Yeah.
And it's funny how it just changes year by year.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea
No.
in terms of colour.
Not your favourite, not your first choice?
Not my favourite.
It would be my first choice.
It is what it is on the tag, so.
I just love the trim, contrast.
Yeah.
It's, or even, you know, once the roof's down and stuff, it just looks amazing.
Well,
And
they aimed for a British theme
Yeah.
with the tan interior and the green, so yeah.
Well, that's what it was all about in 67, wasn't it? It was the US taking on the Euros. Like, that's what they went after with this car. This needed to be not a muscle car. This needed to be a muscle car, but it had to be a sports car, didn't it?
Exactly right.
It was competing with, you know, all the stuff over in Europe, and and it held its own, let's be honest. What a great car.
It did.
Yeah. Styling-wise, for me, that was ahead of its time. I mean, that's 1967. It still looks better than anything today, really.
It is. It's just hard to imagine how they built these cars
Yeah.
in that era because they're raw, they're brutal, they're powerful,
Yeah.
and I just can't fathom how someone would just jump in and go to the local store to buy milk.
It's a milk bar, yeah.
You know, in a thunderous car with the side pipes, but they were raw.
And thunderous it is, because when you rolled into the studio before and you rolled in, I think everybody just raced out. What the hell is that thing? You know what I mean? So it still makes a mean noise.
You can't go in stealth, no.
No stealth with this thing. Let's talk about when you did build the car, because this car you sourced in the States. You looked long and hard at this car and for this car, and then you found the right thing. Tell me a bit about, you know, what it was you were looking for and why this particular model and combination appealed to you.
The L71's the 427 435, and it's probably one of the most sought after 67 Corvettes. And they were really few and far between here in Australia.
Oh, for sure.
There weren't any for sale. So I got wind of this car through a friend over in the United States that it was there, but not for sale. It was owned by a elderly couple. It was their son's car who got killed in action in the Iraqi war.
Wow.
So for sentimental reasons, they retained the car.
For sure.
And eventually my spotter contacted me and said it's for sale. Now, it was probably an ideal car for me because it was a tied car, and I thought, look, I'll bring it in and restore it, not knowing that I'll do a full
As far as you
body
went,
off.
yeah.
But so I had to jump on the car, had it all checked over, all numbers matching, and by the NCRS people, so it's a bona fide original car.
Wow.
And then the pain began.
Yeah, the pain began. How long did the pain last? How long was the resto?
Nearly 4 years,
4
to
years.
be quite honest.
That's not too bad in today's terms.
4 years of pain, tears, and fun along the way, and learning. And look, it's probably a really good way to learn about your car and know your car.
For sure.
When you tear it down and start putting it together, you really get to know your car.
And I know how particular you are with the way you do things, just not with cars, but everything you undertake. And I know how amazing this car is under that beautiful exterior. Let's go back to Motor Classica for a second, because you and I shared some time at Motor Classica a couple of years ago, and they were really great days, may I add. We had a fantastic day. It was really good. We had some great times.
The social setting probably exceeded the cars for me. We had a
Me
really
too,
good
just
time.
quietly.
Yeah.
But you got some accolades, you see. I didn't come away with the silverware, but you did.
No, the car took out Best American Classic, and then it went head to head with the Best Australian Classic, which was an XY from Adelaide, and I took out the Muscle Car Marvel. So I won 2 awards that day, which is quite humbling.
I think that was killer cars in the early days, really. You know what I mean? We sort of started to make a bit of a name for ourselves back then, and I guess since then we've grown so much and we've had so much support, and we're just so grateful to be doing what we're doing. I mean, some of those events we've had, especially recently, have been enormous. So yeah, really, really happy. But we're also really pleased to be here in this particular facility. We've got access to this studio now, and we'll be using this quite a bit. And this is Monty Studio, so Marty's been good enough to, I guess, welcome us here and enable us to use this fantastic facility. And of course, his great skill is a bit of a craftsman when it comes to photography and videography, so we're looking forward to using it a bit more often. But you know, look, I don't know, we can talk about the car all day, but I just wanted to say, mate, you're a fantastic champ for coming along and sharing your car with us. You've always supported killer cars, and for that I'm grateful. Your car is exquisite, and I'm not just saying that, it's a killer car, man. That's the epitome of a killer car right there.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
No, mate, you're a trooper. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.